Investors have been encouraged by signs of businesses reopening, which helped the stocks rebound from their March lows. All the major averages ended the week higher. The S&P 500 edged up on Friday, notching the second consecutive week of strong gains and its best two-month performance since 2009. The S&P 500 index closed at 3,044.31, posting a 3.01% gain for the week and a 4.5% rise for the month of May. Meanwhile, the Dow Jones Industrial Average turned in its best week since early April. Although the Dow dipped by 0.07% on Friday to end at 25,383.11, it still logged a 3.7% gain for the week. On a monthly basis, the Dow rose by 4.2%. Stocks with an oversized exposure to global markets underperformed as tensions between the United States and China kept investors huddled in safer bets like tech and healthcare. Thus, the Nasdaq Composite Index ended at 9,489.87 on Friday, posting a 1.7% weekly gain. For the month of May, the tech-heavy index advanced by 6.7%. Among particular stocks, Boeing and Caterpillar, which both derive a significant portion of their revenues overseas, had the most downward pressure. Boeing shares fell by 2.6% on Friday to finish at $145.85. For the week, however, the stock posted a 6% rise. The Boeing company recently announced two significant strategic decisions in an attempt to return to its early growth trajectory. The company has decided to terminate 12,000 of its employees in the United States, including 6,770 in voluntary layoffs. This is consistent with the company's earlier announcement of cutting 10% of its worldwide workforce by the end of 2020. Boeing also declared a resumption of production of its 737 MAX commercial jet at its Renton, VA plant at a low rate. These back-to-back announcements instilled new hope among the jet giant's investors as the stock has been going downhill since last March. Meanwhile, Microsoft was a lackluster stock last week. The veteran tech titan's shares rose by 1.02% on Friday to close at $183.25. For the week, it however posted a 0.14% loss. According to reports, Microsoft is cutting around 50 journalists and editors at its Microsoft News business, with plans to replace them with artificial intelligence. The company said in a statement that the job cuts were not the result of the pandemic. Microsoft's latest quarterly report showed that the company as a whole was holding up well despite the pandemic. The U.S. equity market started off with new months, with the investors continuing to focus on the positive signs of reopening. Here is what traders are monitoring to start the new months. U.S. states continue to reopen their economies after the coronavirus pandemic. The reopening is now taking place amid widespread protests across the U.S. over police brutality. Traders are also grappling with the rising tensions between China and the United States. President Donald Trump said the country would enter its special treatment towards Hong Kong. The announcement came after China had approved a national security bill that would increase the mainland's power over the city. However, Wall Street breathed a sign of relief, as Trump did not say he would pull the U.S. out of the Phase 1 trade deal reached earlier this year. You are watching a weekly review of U.S. stock market on InstaForex TV channel. We wish you profitable deals with InstaForex.